before you start anything, whether it's a congressional campaign or even just a basic business. This is 101 type of strategy, and they failed on it.
These are the types of sleazy political tactics, really, that disgust all voters.
Voters searching online for congressional candidates Charles Gambaro or Randy Fine may have noticed something unusual this week. Typing in Charles Gambaro for Congress.com or Randy Fine for Congress.com redirects visitors to a campaign website for Will Furry, chairman of the Flagler County School Board and a candidate in the Republican primary for Florida's 6th congressional district. Furry says his campaign had nothing to do with those domains.
Well, first of all, let me just clear the air. The only domain that we operate, willfurryforcongress.com, is the official link to our website, and that's the only one people should be using to get official information from our campaign. It's clear that somebody else must have purchased these domains. That's a common practice online.
But Palm Coast City Councilman Charles Gambaro, also running in the race, sees it differently.
At the end of the day, candidates are responsible for the actions of their campaign, and Will Ferry's not taking accountability for the actions of his campaign, and it's a clear sign of lack of leadership.
Gambaro questioned why the sites would lead directly to Furry's campaign.
Let me tell you, where I come from, commanders are responsible for their actions of their organizations, and Will Ferry is just deflecting. It is disappointing that a local public official would stoop to this level. It is a desperate maneuver that I personally find appalling by a man that claims to be a person of faith.
Furry pushed back, saying the situation highlights a lack of preparation by opponents who didn't secure the domains first.
Securing domains early is just a basic digital strategy, and that just shows their lack of preparation on the other side.
Both Gambaro and Furry officially launched their congressional campaigns this summer, joining incumbent Randy Fine in what's expected to be a heated Republican primary next year. This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, conveniently located off I-95 at exit 311.
If you're an artist or vendor, don't fall for this latest scam.
Bill Jones tells Liz Ryan about the latest way phonies are trying to steal your money.
Bill does a lot for St. Augustine. For example, he's the volunteer producer of those fun free concerts at the pier on Wednesday nights. He tells us, though, sadly, some dishonest people are trying to use events to separate you from your money.
The Civic Association and the Art Studio in the city of St. Augustine Beach have several events coming up this fall, and we're publicizing them, of course, on social media. And scammers are trying to convince vendors that they should send money to them, even though they have nothing to do with the event. So we encourage people to exercise caution and to not send money to people they don't know.
And by the way, if you went or tried to go to the Bill Jones produced concert at the pier Wednesday night and found that finding a parking space was almost impossible, well, you can blame it on Aaron.
We were counting on a spectacular crowd for our first fall concert of the year at the pier. And when people began to arrive in the evening, we found a full parking lot with people circling in cars like vultures, waiting for someone to leave so they could find someplace to park for our show. Some people parked on streets nearby. Some people actually messaged us and they went home. They got discouraged. We weren't quite sure why.
Here's how Aaron threw a monkey wrench into Wednesday night's concert. Turns out a whole lot of people wanted to hang 10.
When there's a hurricane 300 or 400 miles off the coast, the surf gets really, really good.
For St. Augustine's local morning news, I'm Liz Ryan.
The weekend is here and there's plenty of family fun to be had in St. Johns County. This is Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids.
Dive into summer with Pups and Sups Dog Surfing Classic this weekend. With Surfing Pups, a pet fashion show, and a doggy kissing booth, it's a beach bash you won't want to miss. The 2025 Florida Skimboarding Pro-Am returns to Villano Beach with 3 thrilling days of nonstop action and global talent. It's a legendary end-of-summer showdown where amateurs and pros carve it out for glory. Start the school year with hands-on fun at the Leitner Museum's What's a Hobby workshop. Kids will explore color mixing, learn art basics, and craft their own artist smock to take home. Stitch up some fun at the Art House's sewing class, perfect for beginners ages 9 and up. Learn hand sewing and crochet basics while creating colorful, functional projects. For more on these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun4augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's local morning news. I'm Rich Carroll.